All right, very well. How do you know what's going on in your life? We have a calendar. The calendar is based on Sutsai principles of digital psychology. What does it mean? It means that scientifically proven and calculated, you could have a calendar that gives you not only the days that are common for everybody, because we do live in a common reality, general days, the same for everybody. If you look at the Gregorian calendar, you'll know today's January 15th, which is a Valentine's Day. Great. Maybe on that day I don't feel so good. Why? Well, because there are undercurrents. We are always aligned with the planets that are in charge of us, right? So every year there is a different planet from our pantheon that gives us a flavor of energy. And it's a natural phenomenon. This is the reality that is happening. Electricity could be measured, so astrology didn't make it up. They also had a lot of cases about it. So this is, at this point, is a scientific knowledge. NASA used it to predict earthquakes, and we can predict the earthquakes, or better yet, prevent earthquakes in our family, in our business, when we understand how we are positioned within our own universe. So that calendar has a personal day and morning and common day on every day of the calendar. What does it mean? You can see how everybody else is feeling in general. You can see what's going on with you on that day and what kind of energy are you experiencing. You become more focused and aware, and you can plan your activities according to that which is coming. So what is suggested is to plan everything on the first year, on the first month, and on the first day in your personal calendar. So, for example, I'm on year 4. So let's say I didn't know about this calendar and I missed my first year. But my first month I didn't miss. Oh, oops, maybe I did. Maybe January is not my first month, because my January, for example, this year was month 5, which is about scale and communication. That's where I talked a lot on the Facebook about working and doing good things in your life. That's where it started, by the way. All right, so if you miss the first month, what do? You didn't miss the first date, because first day comes in your calendar every 9 days. So even if you didn't plan accordingly, even if you were not aware, there is always a chance. And so within the days, we leave the energy that is very fast, and you can experience it in a focused relationship with the time. And then you can also absorb it in a month and in a year. So what happens to people who live according to their calendar? First of all, they sign the contracts on the days that are good for it in a reality with other people. So on common days, 3 and 6, when you have this day in the common calendar, you can sign any papers, you can do any serious purchases or sale, you can do the interviews, you can do wonderful things on this day, because it would be aligned with everybody else. But everybody else is also having a personal day. So if your family has 4 calendars like mine, for example, me, my husband, and my children, then you can know when to approach your child with whatever is on your mind, because they're not children, they are adults, especially after they're 18. And when you overimpose your ideas on a day when you're full of ideas, and it's the first day of your week, and you want to do all of those things, and they're having day 9, they will not be very susceptible, because they would want to close that relationship and let you out of their house. So, if you want a solution, a personal calendar is a solution. I have those calendars in Russian and in English. They're virtual. All I need to do is to push the button and send it to you. But the calendar itself is just a book. You do need a consultation or you would not understand what to do with it. There's a lot of intricacies about your life that are now the habits. You've started with something and it's happening and happening and happening. So to change the habit takes an effort. And only when you understand exactly what and how you can change and what is the support that you can get from your calendar, it would be successful. So if you're interested in having a calendar with a bit of a consultation, it's not a full consultation, it's about 30 minutes consultation. It's not expensive either, it's not a full consultation in which we talk about you and your family and your aspiration and your health and your relationships and your work and your money and your career and everything else that is part of your being. This is just about calendar and how it can help you to understand yourself better and do more successful actions on more successful days. Then let me know and I would be happy to schedule the time for you. And if you don't understand a thing that I said, I have a solution for you too.